In Appalachia, people don't talk about spirits the way they do on television. They don't shout about them. They don't chase them. They notice them. Because in the mountains, the land remembers. And sometimes it answers back. That's how I was raised to understand these hills. My grandmother never used the word ghost. She talked about presences and feelings that came over you for a reason, after knowing when not to be somewhere or when to turn back. Or when to listen instead of speak. She didn't chase stories. She didn't question them out loud. She believed that if something wanted to be known, it would make itself known. And if it didn't, it wasn't your place to force it. Stories weren't meant to scare us. They were meant to teach us how to live alongside what we couldn't see. An Appalachian family stayed. They lived on the same land. Their parents and their grandparents lived on. They buried their dead close. They passed stories by word of mouth because there was no one else to tell them to. When you live somewhere long enough, the past doesn't feel distant. It feels nearby. And when death happens at home, not in hospitals, not far away, it becomes part of everyday life. So when people say the mountains are alive, they don't mean it literally. They mean the past hasn't gone anywhere. There was a place my grandmother told us not to linger around. Not because anything bad had happened there, but because something had ended there. People said they heard their name called from the tree line. Always familiar, always gentle. And anyone who answered said the air changed. Not frightening, just heavy. Like standing in a room where someone had just left. No one argued about what it was. They just adjusted their steps and went on. These stories weren't entertainment. They were protection. They were memory. They were a way of staying in balance with the land and with each other. Children were told just enough. Adults carried the rest, because knowing too much too soon wasn't considered wise. My grandmother believed that forgetting was more dangerous than believing. These stories were never meant to be written down. But time has a way of taking what isn't recorded. And when people who remember are gone, the stories go with them. These haunted hills exist to carry them forward, not to sensationalize them, not to chase them, but to remember them the way I was taught.